Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is a very exciting day. I moved in about a month ago and I still haven't got around to organising my books into my bookshelves. I've been meaning to for so long. I've been really sick and just life has gotten in the way, and we've still been like building and unpacking and organising the house. So today is very exciting. I'm going to be organising all of these books. There's so many, they keep going back that way as well. I think there's like over 400 books here, and I'm not quite sure if they're gonna fit into these shelves, but I'm just gonna take you guys with me on how I'm organizing my books. And yeah, I don't really have much of a plan. I did an organizing my bookshelf video a few years back, so this is like kind of like a part 2 because it's the same bookshelves. But yeah, I'm actually missing 2 shelves at the top, which I think I'm going to move to the bottom. I haven't got around to getting extra ones from IKEA yet because I like to have my shelves quite close together to fit more books than the amount they give you. It's quite spaced out. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to organize it. I'm just going to kind of feel it out. I was thinking maybe by genre, or maybe books that I've read or haven't read, or maybe even alphabetical, but I wasn't sure for alphabetical. A lot of the books aren't the same size, so they might not be able to fit like next to each other. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna get straight into it because we've got a lot of books to organize today, and I'm really excited to finally see my big collection of books on my shelves again. It's been so long. I've already changed into something much cooler because it's actually really nice and sunny today, which is a first for the last few months. It's been absolutely freezing, even snowing here. It was snowing in spring, but I feel like spring has finally sprung, so I get to wear all my nice summery clothes again. I've moved some of my shelves. You can't quite see. The top one is missing one in between, and then the bottom one's also missing one there, but I'm just gonna like stack some books on those ones, and I'm still gonna make it look nice. And then for the time being, until I get a 2 new shelves, they will just be like that. But I was thinking of maybe making this shelf on this side my books that I haven't read yet, and it might be a bit of a crossover because I don't think my books are half and half, of half I've read, half I haven't. But yeah, I was thinking of doing books that I have not read yet, like my physical TBR, and then books that I have read, maybe even ordered in like favorite to least favorite, or genres, or just however I'm feeling. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. So I'm just going to clear my shelves completely, do a little bit of organizing, and start putting them in. I've just realized how long this is going to take me. I've already been at this for like 15 minutes, and I've put like just a few books on the shelves because all of the books surrounding me are completely out of order. There's no rhyme or reason to why they're in the piles that they're in. They've just been plonked down there. So I'm trying to sort through and find like some of my favorites, some books that I've read, some books that I haven't read, but then also I've got different size shelves here. And I was going to put all my favorites at the top, but the shelf that I've made the size for the top is really small. So I'm just going to see what can fit on the shelves, and I'm just going to put them where they fit, and then do like a rough kind of order of like favorite-ish books, like 4 or 5 stars down to like the bottom. I haven't really kept many books that I've read that I didn't like, so most of them are like at least 2.5 stars and above. But I'll just organize it based on how I feel, and then I'm trying to kind of categorize the books that are on my TBR based on genre, but then it's also the same issue of like some of them don't fit because some of the shelves are smaller and some of them are bigger. So yeah, we're just gonna see. But yeah, this is a big job. Like once I put them in the shelves, I even think I want to like rearrange it to be like in a particular order. So we're gonna be all here all day, so Just going to give a quick update on how I'm going with my organizing. It's already looking so good and colorful and just making me so happy. This shelf here is books that I've already read, and at the top are all the smaller books that are like my all-time favorites. And then I've got some books here that are larger that are also all-time favorites. Then in the middle here I've got some like non-fiction that I've read, and then down here I'm just kind of trying to organize like books that I've read that I didn't like as much. But I also put The Secret History here, which I did love, but I wanted to put it with The Goldfinch and I didn't like The Goldfinch as much. So this is such an exhausting job. I'm out of breath. I'm so tired today. Okay, so moving on to the next shelf, which is all my physical TBR. I've got a lot of classics here, my whole Agatha Christie collection, and then also some non-fiction that I have not read yet. And then I'm just kind of trying to organize it with authors and genres. I'm just going to get it all on the shelves first and then do a reshuffle, because it's really hard to see what I have. Like, yeah. It's just really hard to see what books I've got. So yeah, still in so much chaos and there's books everywhere, but we're just gonna keep on going. So I just went and had a quick little rest. Turns out organizing your books is very exhausting and I am very fatigued today. So we're just taking it slow, but I think I'm just gonna do a big chunk of it now. I'm just gonna put them in the shelves based on their size and if they are TBR or have already read, and then I'm going to go through and organize them. So I'll take you guys through that like process. So I put all my books in my shelves, which took me hours, and I've only had a tiny little overflow here. I was worried I wasn't going to fit all them in, but I did a pretty good job. They're kind of still quite unorganized, so I'm just going to go through and like maybe change a few of them, just straighten them up, make it all neat, and then I will talk you guys through what my kind of system is and what I might want to change in the future, and yeah, all the books that I have on my shelves. My shelves are all mostly organized now. It's still quite chaotic, but I quite like it. There's like a little bit of order to them, but I really wanted to like focus on doing one shelf as books that I want to read in my TBR, and then books that I have read, and then kind of organizing it based on favorites and authors and genres. But yeah, I'll do a little tour now. I actually overflowed from my TBR bookshelf and used the bottom two of my read bookshelf to also have books that I haven't read yet. I've got to hopefully, as I read more, it will kind of like change and shift and move around, and I might even end up doing another video organizing them a different way, like alphabetical order or something, because it's always fun to change it around. But yeah, I'll give you a little tour. We'll start with the shelf that's books that I have read, and at the top I really wanted to put my like all-time favorite books at the top. So we've got some Dolly Alderton. I just read Clara and the Sun a few months ago and it became an all-time favorite. Some more Dolly Alderton, Ali Smith, and I've got some other ones on this shelf that I'm hoping to soon add to my collection of read Ali Smith. Some Sally Rooney, Deborah Levy, and Rachel Cusk, and then just a little collection here of ones that were too tall to put up here. And then I've also got a smaller shelf here, so that I continued like my all-time favorites down here. So I've got Body Friend by Catherine Brabant, some more Sally Rooney, some Dolly Alderton, Habitat, which is a new favorite of mine, I love it, Tom Lake, another favorite of mine. I've got this cute little bookend where you can put like real flowers in, but I put this little daisy pen in, which is really cute, and then some Coco Malors, and then Magnolia Park's collection, which I love. I love Jessa Hastings' writing. And then back up here is also books that I love, but like I feel like these two are like my absolute favorites. Just got a little collection here. We've got The Hobbit, some Shakespeare that I love. Daisy Jones and the Six was amazing. And then a little section here, just like childhood books. I love having them all together. And then moving down to this shelf, it's still some of them are favorites, but then it's also just like a mixture of other ones that I've kind of enjoyed. I would say like around like the 3-4 star ratings. Mary Oliver poetry, which I also love. And yeah, just a whole collection here. And some hardbacks I have to lay down, which I quite like the look of some on their side. I haven't done that before on my shelves, but I really like it next to the one standing up. Then down here, just some more ones that I have read. I didn't really love The Goldfinch, but I love The Secret History, but I just thought I'd put them together. I absolutely hated Verity, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that one soon. And I didn't really like Book Lovers that much, but I really loved Happy Place. And then just some more larger ones laying down. I loved The Poppy War. Then a little collection here of some non-fiction. And then we move on to my shelf of all my Marissa Meyer books. And there's a whole big collection. I absolutely love Marissa Meyer. She was my favorite author in high school. So I've got all her books here, and then some old, like, more children's stuff. I had this little collection of books from when I was a kid. And then finishing off with books that I've read, I just did a little collection of graphic novels here. It's really nice to have them all together. Absolutely loved the Heartstopper series. And then I've just like done this part and the bottom shelf as an overflow from my TBR shelf. There's not really any order to these ones here. I kind of just threw them in because they could fit, and I was running out of space at the end. But yeah, I just got some more Shakespeare that I haven't read. The Lord of the Rings, which I'm meaning to read very soon. I'm so excited to read. A lot of Jhumpa Lahiri. I haven't actually read any of her work, but I've got so many of her books. And yeah, just some more down here. Patti Smith, I have not read any of her work either, so I've got a collection of her stuff, and I'm so excited to read her writing. I just know that I'm gonna love it. And then we'll go back up to the top. So now we have my TBR shelf. There's a lot of books on my TBR. I did a little pile, so because I was missing shelves, I did like piles going up on the bottom and the top, which I quite like the look of. It's quite nice. And then I put my little Winnie the Pooh lamp, which is the cutest thing ever. I love it. And then so at the top we've got a pile of classics that I haven't read yet. It's so gorgeous. I want to get around to reading all of them soon. And then just some floristry books here. And then here I've just got some literary fiction, like larger editions that I got laying down because I ran out of room for them. And then also here as well. There's not really any order to them yet. I might put them in an order, but I just want to get around to reading them and then order them maybe in another shelf, or like because I don't really have like favorites or anything yet because I haven't read them. But I'm really excited to read all of these books. They're mostly literary fiction. Some of them are like there's a young adult or some like thrillers, but most of them are literary fiction. And then moving on to just some more like general fiction, literary fiction, some Ali Smith I haven't read yet. And then down here I've got quite a lot of fantasy that I haven't read yet, so Lord of the Rings as well. Six of Crows, I'm really excited to read. Once Upon a Broken Heart, some Brandon Sanderson. I really want to read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies soon. The Cruel Prince, which I tried to read, but I DNF'd it, but I might read again. And then a little bit of romance, I think. And then down here is some non-fiction that I haven't read yet. And then onto some old classics and murder mysteries. I've got a whole Agatha Christie collection, and then a few classics just overflow from up here from those ones that I haven't read yet. And then onto the bottom shelf, I ran out of room to display my Sarah J Maas collection, but I've got all the Court of Thorns and Roses and other books by her that I haven't read yet, and then heaps of like general like coffee table, flower, non-fiction books that I love. And then just a bit of an overflow of leftover, a lot of books on like health and non-fiction and just interesting factual books. And yeah, then I've just got more of those kind of books left over as a complete overflow from these two shelves. Yeah, this is my complete bookshelf. I'm so excited to finally have all my books on my shelves so I can see them all again. It's been so long. I had so much fun doing this video. I still have a few books in my room as like an immediate TBR, but I might talk about that in another vlog. I just recently got a copy of Intermezzo by Sally Rooney, which I'm so excited to read, and I think I'll be reading that in my next vlog that I post. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I had so much fun organizing my books and showing you guys all my books again, and I think I'm gonna go and spend the rest of my day reading, probably starting Sally Rooney. I'm so excited. But thank you so much for watching if you watched all of this video, and I'll see you all in another video.